Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. Where we left off, we were talking about the tire mount. Like I said, it slaps right on there. If you guys will need screws for that, I could possibly throw in screws also. It just depends. Okay, moving on. I have running tracks. These are recovery boards for your vehicle. These can be used on any vehicle, it doesn't matter. I will be making these, printing these a little bigger. These were a little small. These are stackable, so you can put them together, and they do stack, so if you buy multiple sets, you can stack them all together. But as you see, they go right under the tire, just like that. They work pretty nicely. They are very grippy. Very grippy. So there are those. That will also be an item I will be carrying as well. I do not have any set prices at the moment. After this, I will be going through. I will be setting up prices. I'm letting everyone know this is what I'll be doing, what I'll be having, and stuff like that. Like, I will be doing videos, but I will also be doing prints for sale. Here's another print. These are shock mounts for the Axial. These go right on the shocks. Here, you got your back, and then you have your fronts. These are extenders for your shocks. Extended shock mounts, so you can raise your body and all that good stuff that way. And then also with the body mount, sorry, I forgot to show you. It comes an ESC cover, so you can throw that right over the ESC. So, is that an ESC mount? What was that? Or was that a cover? Some kind of, I think it was a cover. No. Yeah, it was like an ESC cover. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, that goes along with it. It's just a little cover. I will also be doing gates. So you can print out your gates or cones. Here are just some cones that I printed out really quick. These are pretty decent. They're not bad. As you can see, here's what they look like with the 24 scale tire right there. I've not cleaned out the inside, but that is the cone. I got a bunch of those there, as you can see. And I'm going to be making little hood mounts. I used a little skull. This is a little too big. I'm going to go much smaller. But look at that detail. This is going to be, I'm going to make like hood mounts and hood ornaments and stuff like that. That way you can personalize, get your own, whatever. You can put them wherever you want to. Maybe make an antenna. Like I said, I'm going to make it much smaller. It's going to be a lot smaller than that. The head will probably be maybe that size by the time I'm done, because, you know, it's just a little hood ornament. It doesn't need to be huge. This is too big, but I did like it. I like that. And my S10, my C10 here, I will be upgrading him So he's going to get hood mounts. He's going to get all that stuff. He's getting a lot of cool stuff. So I definitely want to get that done for him. It does make a perfect size skull though for inside. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing. Here is the full size one I made. These are just the supports that it printed on. When it printed like this. And this is the finished product. We liked the supports so much the way they looked, we just wanted to leave them on there. But I will be making things like this as well. That's pretty hefty. I mean, watch. It's got some weight to it. It's definitely got some weight to it. These that are solid like that will cost much more than the hollow ones that I'll be making. These are solid. These are heavy. The hollow ones, they will be much lighter. They'll be much less resin to make them. These costed a lot of resin to make it. So these will be much more something like this. Anything that is not hollow will cost more. But it will be sturdier. It will be a lot harder. And yeah, so that's one thing to take into account. Back to the gates, sorry. As I said, here's the cones. And then I made these. I will include 12 gates. Here are the mounts. And here are the poles. They slide right in there. And then you can set these up wherever. I can make them bigger. I can make them bigger than that. I can make them smaller. Just depends on what size you want. I didn't really mind them this big. Wasn't really a bad size. I like the size of the poles and everything else. So, I mean, I think I'm going to kind of stick with that. I mean... But I can make some 10 scale ones also. I can't make a lot of 10 scale stuff. The printer I use is very small. It's very limited. But it does some very high detailed, very nice stuff. And I will be making things like that. These little kits are perfect. I like these little kits. I definitely will be selling more of those. I said the gates. All you're going to want to do is you throw like a little piece of tape on here or whatever. I'm actually looking into making a top for them. So if I do that, I will be including that, or I can sell them separately and everything could be cheaper. So you can just take tape and put a 1, 2, 3, whatever, and then boom, there's your gate, you know. Or, like I said, I will be looking into making a gate that will, flag that will go right on top. It will just be a little triangle, and it's going to go right on the top. And it's going to have a marking like a dice. So it'll be just a dot, 2 dots, 3 dots, 4 dots, 5 dots, so on and so forth. So that'll be that. Here is a snowplow. This is just a novelty, but it does work. And I will be mounting a servo up to this and actually using this here very soon. Now that I just got my servos, I actually just got them in today. So I will be mounting this in, but watch this. I thought that this was hilarious. Like I said, I will be printing more of these. These are the holes for the lights. Okay, this is where your lights would go. So you could take your lights out because the bumper has to come off. All right. And then this slides right in the back there. Oh, sorry, you can't see over my hand. Anyways, this slides right on the back there where this bumper goes. And so you could put your lights in right there. this is where your servo slides into. Right in there. I'll have to take this little plastic off, do a little shaving, you know, or take this little sticker off here. It looks like the sticker's trying to pull up, so let's go ahead and take that off. Go. Let's see, can we get that in there? There we go. But anyways, I will be shaving it up just a little bit. When I sell them, I will not be shaving it because I don't know what kind of servo you'll have. But as you can see, that will come right down in here and fit in there. So it's just a little too wide. But as you see, it will be fitting right in there. Perfect. It'll slide right in there. And then once it does, I have these little bars. I cut these little bars. And it's going to go right in here. Right in there, like that. And I have the servo arm, like so. That will attach to this hole. And then when you move it, it will boop, 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 boop. It will slide, go up and down. And so that goes right on there, like so. And I think that is going to look so awesome. I mean, that's just, look at that. Look at that. That is going to be epic. Oh, man, especially with those lights mounted in there. I definitely will be selling more of these. The way that looks, that's just because I sanded it, because when I printed it, I had to print it this way on my bed, on the printing bed. And I just did a little back here because, as you can hear, that was, you could see some of the lines from the resin print, but for the most part, you really don't. I mean, look at that. But yeah, all that pretty much lines up almost flawlessly. Like I said, I'm going to drill that out a little bit to clean that up. I'm going to throw one of these servos in there. That's going to plug up right to my auxiliary channel, right on my third channel, right there, and that'll run there just fine. That's going to be awesome. I forgot about this, honestly. But yeah, this will be for sale also. These snowplows. I'm thinking about maybe making it a full kit with the servo all hooked up. If I do that, it will be quite a bit more. But let me know if that would be something that you're interested in. Having that as a whole kit versus, you know, getting it individually. Like I said, it will be quite a bit more, but I will be hooking that up. They will come with these bars. I will be including these bars, of course, to hook that up. But everything else will be just the way it is. Like I said, and probably without the servo. But if I do decide to make a kit with the servo, I'm going to hook it all up, make sure it runs and all that. And then I will be selling that as the kit. And then that'll be quite a bit more. So I might make just two of them. You know, I might make one with and one without. And they'll be totally separate prices. So that'll be a choice for all to have. Okay, now carrying on. I also did some little camping equipment. Now, these were just prototypes. They were a little smaller than I wanted when I printed them. So I'm going to remeasure. See, here was where the first little cans. These actually work good for like 1/32 scale. So if you got any like little 132 scale things, these will work great. Like I said, I could do a lot of small stuff, smaller things. I can't do much bigger than stuff like this. As far as width goes, can do quite a bit longer and quite a bit taller. I mean, you see as tall as these sticks are. Let me see what else I got. Here's another stick that's taller than that one by itself. So it gives you an idea of the height, you know, and then this should too. It gives you an idea of the height of stuff I can print. You can make it pretty big, so you know, and it can either be width-wise, tall-wise, or whatever. So I mean, I can make some pretty decent sized stuff, but I am limited. I can't make any car bodies or anything like that, at least for 1/24 scale, until I can get them to where I can cut them in half. What I want to do is be able to import bodies into Fusion, cut them in pieces, and then print them out with clips on them. And then you can clip it together and glue it together, and then you can have your own 24th scale body. But so far, I have not been able to do that. Here's the little camping things I have. Here's a cooler. Here's the little beers. So little beers. There's that. Here's a little Coleman stove. This all goes together. It's so tiny, and this is actually not one piece. It's multiple pieces. These are actually individual burners. So, as you can see, you can pull them up, paint them. I need to paint it, which I will be painting and then showing another picture of it all painted up with detail to show you what you can make and to show you what this stuff will look like if you put the time into it. There's that. Here's the bottom for it. It snaps in there, and then here's the little propane tank that goes along with it. I'm going to get a little string and attach a little string going to that to the stove, and then I'm going to glue this open on the back of it because this is the lid, but I'm going to glue it open. But look at this detail. Let's see if I can get it in here. Let's see if you can see that. There you go. Coleman. Look at that detail. I mean, look how small. This is my finger. Okay, look how small that is. Alright. This is a little smaller than I wanted for my 24 scale. So, I'm going to be reprinting, making different scales. Like I said, this is a little too small for me. What I'm going to do is take a little string. I'm going to glue it to that, to the stove itself, and then glue this open. When you get it, you will get it as a kit just like this. This is how you will get it. It will be gray, just like this, and that's what you will have. It is up to you to what you want to do with it, same as these, but the beers will be 6-packs. It will be a lot better. I have to fiddle around because it messed up on the bottom. I don't know why. It got really goofy on the bottom there, and it made a little hole here. So I've been messing around with my settings, and I'm getting a lot better prints here lately. But I mean, look at this detail on this. There's that's the cooler. And I mean, look, my thumb goes right over it. These were not this scale. They were a lot larger. I'm scaling them down and stuff. These will be a 6-pack. Like I said, 6-pack of bottles. You'll get all that. Let me see. We have a few more other things. I don't know if anyone's interested. These are like little slot car sets. Here's the motor that goes along with it. The pinion gear. Right there. That goes along. Here's the wheel. There's the wheel with the gear that goes along, right along. This is a whole build. You put this together right now, and it's a whole slot car. It'll run right on the tracks. All you need is the brushes. That's it. That's all you need. Now here's my own personal slot car that I'm messing with. Here's the chassis. Here's the chassis. Here's the body. It's an old Camaro body. It's pretty awesome. I mean, look at this detail. The detail is awesome. I'm probably going to be either cutting these windows out and putting like a little plastic film underneath, or I'll just be putting a little sticker or something over that, or just painting it. I don't know yet. But yeah, that's the Camaro body. Here, like I said, here's the chassis. The rims. Rims are right here. Here's the motors. Take the motor. And that sets right in there. Like so. And then there you go. I actually ran this through. You can actually run these right through like that. I'm running through the wrong holes, but you see what I'm saying. That's where your brushes go through. That's where they come out underneath. And this is where your gears go in. I have special gear for the motor itself. I can put this one on it. So let me get this back in the picture. I could put this one on it. And this is actually for a Tyco. This is for a Tyco slot car. But I was going to use this right here. And that's going to fit really nicely right in there. And that should give it some nice zip. Look at the teeth on that. So that is my one, these are my 132 scale, or 143 scaled slot cars. I don't know if I'll be doing that or not. If you're interested, you know, also let me know on that. Let me know on any of this stuff. If any of this stuff interests you, if you'd like any of it. I also will be doing some D&D printing. One second. Now, I was messing with some scales, some video game assets. This is a rubble pile. Bricks, whatnot, and just a little pile of rubble. Okay, now I scaled it down. Well, first I had to make that and scale that, but I scaled it down, too much. I need to bring up the Z-axis more. So to give some more detail to those blocks. But that's like a perfect tile setup of rubble right there. You know, as far, and you know, like this too. Little skull, flaming skull. I don't know. If you're into D&D, here was the small mess up cones I did. It had a little chip. It got stuck on my bed, and they turned out great, but it got stuck. And when I took it off, it chipped them. But that scale is a lot smaller than these. See that? So it said these were 1/24. I like these better. I like the size of these ones better personally. But yeah, here's the pile of rubble. Like I said, here's this one. I'm gonna do more. I'm going to increase the Z-axis and try to get more detail out of that. Like I said, I will be printing up a lot more kits. I got a lot more stuff I'm going to print up and be showing. I do not have prices yet. Just let me know if this stuff interests you. If you are interested in anything, and I will set you up a price. Everything is going to be reasonable. There is going to be nothing, you know, aside from this one, especially if it's got the servo or whatever, or this thing, nothing's going to be over $10, okay? Nothing like that for these little kits and stuff. You know, they're going to be a couple bucks here and there. You know, just something, you know, something like this might be $10. Okay, this is probably going to be more like 10, 12 bucks for this, but this is a lot. This is honestly a lot of stuff. This is 24 pieces of each, so that's 12 gates altogether, you know. So if I gave you 12 gates altogether, that's going to be 24 of each. That's going to be 48 pieces. That's quite a bit of pieces altogether. It's got quite a bit of weight. So it'll definitely not be, you know, $2 for something like this, you know. But, you know, something like this, you know, $3, $4 bucks. You know, we'll do like $4 for the shock mounts. We'll do a couple bucks for this guy, or we'll just do it as a whole kit. Maybe if I include everything, maybe if you want everything as a whole set kit, you know, I could just do one solid price. I don't know. I'm going to look into it. But if that's something that really interests you, let me know. I got one more thing, sorry, and I want to show these. These are my loose bars, my little log bars, slippery bars that I drive over. They work fantastically, and you can do all kinds of stuff with them. You can set them up, and they got nice weight. They're filled with concrete, so they're nice and hefty. You know, like I said, I filled them. They're dried. I will be selling these as an 8-pack as well for anyone interested. And we're gonna move from here